Hello, everyone. This is a brief video about sociological imagination. Often students are curious about what does it really mean to have a sociological imagination? Sociologists didn't always know how to think like a sociologist, and to learn how to think like a sociologist, just like I'm hoping that you will learn how to think like a sociologist. C. Wright Mills developed the concept of sociological imagination. He was a very well-known sociologist in the 1940s through the early 1960s, and he wanted a concise way to teach students how to think like sociologists because many of his students had difficulty thinking from something other than their own limited perspectives. C. Wright Mills argued that it's important to understand the intersection between a person's biography, that is, who they are, their lives, their personal characteristics, and the social forces around them, which they often have little or no control over. Those things shape their experiences within a particular society. So let's consider a homeless person. It's very common for some people to look at a homeless person and think, well, that person's lazy, they don't want to get a job, work hard, be like the rest of us, society doesn't owe them anything. However, many people are homeless because of drug addiction, gambling addiction, family violence. There are many, many reasons, job loss, etc. So it is not appropriate to judge people just based upon what we can see. C. Wright Mills argues we have to really understand that intersection between the social forces and their backgrounds. A wealthy person might have inherited their wealth rather than have worked hard to earn it. Sure, there are many wealthy people who did work hard to earn their wealth, but many others inherited, or they go to work for the family business, or they're born into wealthy families, which enables them to have access to resources that many other people don't have. So now you understand why it is important to have a sociological imagination. This is a concept that we will use throughout this course, and I hope that it will enable you not only to think like a sociologist, but also to be more accepting of people who perhaps might be different from yourself, and also to be more objective when you are studying people.